The grass withers and the flowers fade, but the word of our God endures forever.
Heaven and earth will pass away, but God's word will not pass away.
We all seek recognition and appreciation in life. We want to come across to people as virtuous and a do-gooder. This is human nature. However, quite often we have a feeling of pride that we are blessed with many talents or in doing good. Proud people are self-centered. Their speech is invariably I, me, mine. Even religious men are filled with pride. No doubt, God has called us to grow in virtue. But when we think we are virtuous, then God does not accept us. When such self-righteousness people despise others or hold them in contempt, God will not hear their prayer. Today's first reading shows us God's mercy and justice. It says that the just God does not judge people by looking at the outward bearing of the person. He treats everyone equally. God hears the prayers of everyone, but His special concern and love reaches out to the poor, the suffering, and the orphan children and widows. Those who do not get the help of others, God reaches out to them first. Most of all, God never rejects a humble heart. In the Gospel parable today of the Pharisees and the publican, we get this teaching of Jesus. The Pharisees were a special religious class. They would meticulously follow the Mosaic law and the other precepts. They believed that if they observed well all these laws, they would certainly earn their salvation. In other words, because of their righteousness, God has to give them salvation. In today's parable, dear sisters and brothers, we notice that the prayer of the Pharisees was just about I, me, mine, which features 7 times in this small story. What is his fault? He has put his trust on his righteousness. He despises the publican as a sinner and of bad character. In his prayer, he focused on the other's fault and sins and places his moral and spiritual superiority before God. No doubt, tax collectors were big cheats and thieves when they collected taxes. But then what? Standing at the end of the temple, the tax collector accepts humbly that he is a sinner and God forgives him. And in this way, God accepts him and he returns home in peace and contentment. Yes, dear brethren, through this parable, Jesus teaches us that righteousness and salvation are God's gift. If we are righteous or good persons, it is only due to God's grace, not due to our own works. Very often we entertain this sort of thinking. I go for Mass daily and say the Rosary. I am more virtuous than my neighbor, who does not attend even the Sunday Mass. No peace in their homes, always quarrels. In this way, we make comparisons. But Jesus warns us, the one who exalts himself will be humbled by God, and the one who humbles himself will be exalted. Hence, dear brethren, if we want to be accepted by God, let us be like the tax collectors, accepting that we are sinners and seeking humbly God's forgiveness, and being filled with love for our neighbor and seeking his well-being. Let us ask for this grace in our life.